We are starting now a new unit, one that I do not have any videos for because I think it's the most important unit of your whole high school mathematical career, and I really like it to do with interaction, but we can't do it this time around. Now, I'm gonna go on a really bold statement here and say this is probably the one and only thing that all of you will use in real life. This is the one that every student should get. For some reason, teachers don't really spend a lot of time on it. I really find this incredibly important because money, whether you like it or not, will end up having an impact in your life. So if you understand the money rules or the way things work, you're gonna do a lot better than if you don't. So having said that, let's get going on the first part. Let's talk about interest. There are two kinds of interest, and when I talk to students, usually they haven't heard much of this, so they kind of heard it, but they don't know what it is. One is called simple interest, the other one's called compounded interest. I'm gonna spend the next two videos explaining one and each. Now, to make this a lot more useful to you, and not just like, well, you can make this into just answer questions. You're gonna be a formula, you're gonna plug it in. It's not gonna be very difficult. But if you really want to make good use out of this, I want you to find out the following things. First, if you have a bank account, which I'm sure you do, find out what is the interest that the bank is paying you at this point in time. Find out how much the transaction costs. If you take money out, if you put money in, does it charge you? Now you probably have a student account, and they're probably not going to be too many costs for your transactions, but check. I made that big mistake when I came to Canada. I was young. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was 19 years old, actually not that young. But I got a savings account, and I put all my money in my savings account, and I would take out 20 bucks here and there every week to get something going. And I didn't realize I was paying like close to $1 every time I moved my money and making very, very little interest. Then talk to your parents. Find out how much do they charge you if you don't pay back your credit card. What is the interest rate, and compare it to what the bank is giving you as your checking account or your savings account. You might be surprised. And lastly, this is hard to do, but there's something called a line of credit. Some of your parents may have a line of credit, and when you can borrow money, it's almost like a credit card. You can borrow money, but it's at a different rate. Find out how much do your parents pay on the line of credit. Okay? And then lastly, I didn't get to do this with the last class because things didn't work out, but I have a very nice spreadsheet assignment in which I get you to buy a car. Well, pretend to buy a car, but you pick a car that you think you're gonna buy, and we can figure out, okay, how much do I need to pay per month? How much interest am I gonna be paying? How much can I save now to make sure that that happens? And then a home. This one's more of a dream because you're not gonna buy a home for a while, but decide on a city that you would think you would like to live in, and then go on to online and find out a house that you say, you know what, this is kind of nice. I mean, there's really, really nice houses that are completely unaffordable. Try something to find that you say, yeah, this could be my first house. And then we're gonna work on, okay, how long I'm going to pay this off for, how much interest I'm going to be paying for, how much do I need to pay per month. Really, really useful down-to-earth calculations. And last one is a dream purchase. A dream purchase is like, I don't know, when you graduate from university, I want to go on a trip to Europe, or I want to buy myself the latest MacBook or computer or TV, or I don't know. Don't make it a car because we're already buying a car. And then we're going to figure out, okay, how much do I need to start putting down now every month to make that dream a reality. Sounds good? All right, let's get going.